Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to meet each client's goals and needs. But you do sell investments that earn you high commissions, right? And make commissions when you make trades for your clients? No, Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission investment products, and we never earn commissions on trades.
It's not that bad right now.
Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better.
7:30 at night.
Clients achieve a comfortable retirement. We're clearly different.
Probably gonna get worse because it finishes at 11 or 12 o'clock the next day.
Fisher Investments, clearly different money management. Investments and securities involve the risk of loss. I didn't feel so well, so I searched my symptoms on Google, and now I'm being followed by uncomfortable ads. I hate feeling like my personal data is being bought and sold. I downloaded DuckDuckGo and saw a difference right away. Take back your privacy with DuckDuckGo.
AccuWeather says very windy with snow, heavy at times for the city and inland suburbs. Could be mixed in with or changed over to all rain and sleet along the coast for a time. Blizzard conditions, yeah, very poor visibility. You've been hearing from Samantha Liebman tonight, talking about the visibility out there. Expected areas near the city and inland suburbs into tomorrow morning. That's going to continue with a low tonight of 24 in town.
24 degrees.
Right now, it feels like it's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock feels like it's 7 degrees outside, so be careful, everybody.
Yeah, it feels cold out here.
Larry Mullins, when's news time at the Tone, 7:30.
Good evening, I'm Lori Matthews. Prosecutors are expected to unseal charges against a suspect they allege was involved in the Pan Am bombing in 1988. Correspondent Aaron Katersky with that story
The
tonight.
attack on Pan Am Flight 103 killed 270 people, including a group of Syracuse University students among 189 Americans. Monday will mark the bombing's 32nd anniversary, and ABC News has learned the Justice Department is preparing to announce charges against a Libyan bomb expert, Abu Aguila Massoud. The impending charges were first reported by the New York Times. The suspect's whereabouts are unknown, but the U.S. will try for his extradition. The announcement is expected from Attorney General Barr, who was Attorney General when the original case was brought and who plans to step down at the end of next week.
The jumbo jet blew up over Scotland after taking off from London Heathrow Airport on its way here to New York. It was scheduled to land at JFK. Wednesday's time, 7:31. Time for traffic and transit. Here's Greg Rice.
Lori, I am looking at a jam cam right now on the eastbound side and the westbound side, for that matter, of the Grand Central Parkway over at Little Neck Parkway. And in the light, you just see all the snow really falling in this part of Queens. As AccuWeather has been telling you, it has been in different parts of the city all afternoon and evening long where the heavy stuff starts to come down. And right now, it is right near the Cross Island Parkway, affecting the LI and the Grand Central between the Cross Island and the Nassau line. That area is just awful at this hour. We're going to go over to the Henry Hudson Bridge. This is Manhattan. Now, 19 cars. That was the final tally on all those cars involved in that big-time chain reaction accident. This is why the Manhattan-bound Henry Hudson Bridge remains shut down. They divert everybody off over at K-Pop Street and the Broadway Bridge. That'll get you out of the Bronx and into Manhattan better at this hour. There is a broken-down car in the Verrazano lower level, Brooklyn-bound. We're also looking at some trouble in Queens. Word of a rollover on the eastbound Grand Central, getting over towards the area of 188th Street. Eastbound side of the Cross Bronx near the Bronx River, you got a tractor trailer and a car facing the wrong way involved in an accident. This is going to be the story for the duration of the storm. You're not going to see big backups behind these crashes. There just aren't a whole lot of cars, trucks, and buses out there right now. But the accidents are going to be plentiful, and they are going to be all over the place. Even when sanitation moves through, you are still going to have slick spots left behind as the temperature stays below freezing, and a lot of spots start to freeze up with not a whole lot of traffic out there on the area roadways. Traffic is sponsored by the Exergen Twice Daily Thermometer. Don't take chances with COVID-19 and your family's health. Check your temperature before dinner and in the morning and get an accurate reading in seconds with the Exergen Temporal Scanner, the only home thermometer used and recommended by physicians and nurses. Stay safe with Exergen. I'm Greg Rice on 1010 Winds.
Now the 1010 Winds AccuWeather Exergen 4-day forecast. Here is meteorologist Brian Thompson with all the latest on the storm. Brian.
Yeah, we've been tracking some of the heavier bands, Lori, on 1010 Winds off the radar. That heavy band that plowed through the city about a half hour, 45 minutes ago is now lifted to the north. It's moving across northeastern New Jersey near Patterson.
Oh, lightning.
Over to Ridgewood, and that extends over to Yonkers, New Rochelle, getting some heavy snow as it slides northward across Westchester County to the southwest Connecticut. Still snowing pretty hard, though, around the city and across much of the rest of the tri-state. We're going to typically snow heavy at times through tonight. We'll see a mix or even a change to rain and sleet for a time at the coast, mainly across eastern Maryland.
I'm driving a Toyota Sienna. Right? It's not real deep, look. But it's coming down. It is coming down. See that? Some cars are like
around a foot in the city. The highest amounts probably toward Manhattan and the Bronx. Better chance of mixing toward Brooklyn and Queens. Lesser amounts toward Suffolk County and the Jersey.
Gotta take that traction off.
More mixing that direction. On the flip side, north and west of the city, about 1 to 2.
That's the temperature right now. I mean, on my car.
Highest amounts north and west 287. Tomorrow's high around 30. Brisk and cold tomorrow night, and then some sunshine Friday and Saturday. High today 32. Still heavy snow at 24 degrees. In Midtown, temperatures holding steady overnight. And I'm the meteorologist finds Househead on New York's weather station on 10 winds.
Subaru, the most trusted brand in 2020 and 6 years running according to Kelly.
all right. It's gonna get worse later. I'm gonna see if I record that.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is in quarantine tonight. Correspondent Jennifer King with the story. The State Department says Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is quarantining after coming into contact with someone who tested positive for COVID-19. The department says he tested negative for the virus, but was being monitored. The announcement came as Pompeo and the department have been criticized for hosting holiday parties amid the coronavirus pandemic.
Oh, that guy's sliding out.
Pompeo had been